Welcome to another episode of the PowerPod where I have Jose joining me from Virtual Labs. So welcome to the show, Jose.
Thank you, Ryan. Glad to be here.
Fantastic stuff. We've got 20 questions to get through, so we'll get straight into it. What problem does your project solve?
User experience.
Fantastic. And what is your 30-second elevator pitch?
VDEX, the Degen's playground. You can trade any asset. You can trade with any collateral. So Bitcoin, Ethereum as a direct collateral from any chain and without a VPN, even in the United States.
Nice. That's some good flexibility there. How does your technology differ from competitors?
We use our own zero-knowledge state channels. So our parent company, Virtual Labs, me and a few PhDs spent the last 3 years building this out. It's fully self-custodial where the user themselves is their own validator, is their own node, is their own oracle. So rather than a third-party validator, you are your own validator, and we trust that you will handle your data and transactions better than a third party.
Yeah, this is pretty incredible stuff. Just a touch base here. I've been monitoring this project for over a year, and I'm really impressed with what they're building out. So it's really, really interesting. And who is your target demographic, Jose?
We start, of course, with crypto Twitter, the true degens. That's who we are at our core. But our goal is to make this a seamless user experience as possible for retail users as well. So compared to an onboarding experience with Binance, where you don't need a wallet, you don't need to get gas on Ethereum. We have that too, but we also have the additional removal of the KYC friction. And this is a big deal. We, compared to all DEXs and all sexes, we will have the best, most seamless onboarding experience and believe we can target retail through that.
Fantastic. And what's the biggest alpha you can share with us at this point in time?
Biggest alpha is that VDEX is now live. It's been 3 years of my life building this core technology and a little under 1 year on VDEX specifically, and it's now live. We have over $1 million in trading liquidity if you want to go long or short Bitcoin, and we'll be adding a lot more and onboarding users, market makers, more chains as well, and just expanding. So we got referral codes. Any fan of Crypto Professor is welcome to come and check it out.
Big stuff. I'll definitely have a look into the affiliate codes, and I'm sure, yeah, people will be watching the market very closely at the moment with Bitcoin and the price, and potentially a good value proposition for entry as well. So it's a great time to potentially get involved. Now we're going to get on to the more juicier questions. So what is the worst advice you've ever been given?
Worst advice, full stop. I would say graduate college and graduate graduate school and then go on to a 9 to 5 and grind as a white collar position with some golden handcuffs for the rest of my life.
I'll be honest, I've done a 9 till 5 for over a decade, and I definitely appreciate the freedom at the moment. So yeah, I can agree with you there. And what is your favorite conspiracy theory that you don't actually believe?
That I don't believe. I mean the ones about Roswell and aliens touching down are really fun. Favorite conspiracy theory I don't believe in is the Roswell alien story. So I went on a road trip last year with my mom, and we got to visit the museum and see all the kooky attractions they have. And I certainly believe aliens exist, but I don't believe they've touched down in the way the conspiracy theory outlines.
I definitely agree with that one as well. And who is your favorite influencer, or whose opinion do you value the most, excluding myself?
Can I say Jim Cramer, but inverted?
Yep, absolutely.
The timing is impeccable with him. It's
Yep, great account. What's your go-to takeaway or fast food?
I love a Chipotle burrito. I got steak, guac, sour cream. Only when the market's up, I get the guac, and that's my go-to.
Nice. We've not had that one yet. It's a bit of variety. And if you had a clone, Jose, what would you have them do for you?
I think about this often. I like to think of my own responsibilities as sort of the general, the lieutenant, and the enlisted. So basically different levels of scope. Sometimes we're strategizing, sometimes we're messaging, in the BD chats directly. So switching between these is difficult. So I would have me and my clone take on different responsibilities. So one more on strategizing and one on more execution related tasks.
So completely work-based then, no freedom with the clone.
The way I view it too is that we're the same person. So there is no me and no clone. I mean, we have the same consciousness. I don't know if you've ever watched The Prestige, but I just rewatched that, one of my favorite movies. Kind of view it as sort of the same person.
And which non-crypto app do you use the most?
Non-crypto app. Well, I would say good number to choose from there. I watch a lot of documentaries on YouTube, so I'll say that. But I'll also give a more niche answer and say Planty It's this app where you basically program your phone to be a brick. So you get rewarded and gamified for not using your phone for an hour at a time, 2 hours at a time. And that's really
Okay,
good for focus.
interesting. May have to check that one out. Are you a coffee drinker, energy drink, or herbal tea?
Big matcha fan. The caffeine curve for matcha over coffee is basically coffee's a pump and dump, and matcha's a lot more sustainable throughout the day. So, beginning of every morning, I get myself a matcha frappuccino.
Nice, some good nutrition advice there as well. What do you do for fun, Jose?
Not a lot of time for that lately, but when I do have time, I love playing chess with some friends or just running a game online in between meetings.
Nice. And what is your favourite movie of all time? I'm going to disclude The Prestige.
Okay. Excluding the Prestige, I'm going to stick with Nolan and say Interstellar.
Okay, nice, good pick. And what is your most unpopular opinion about crypto?
Most unpopular opinion about crypto. Well, 95% of the projects are pump and dumps, and everyone is here mostly to the product is the token. And I would say, well, that shouldn't be the case. I don't know how unpopular that is, so maybe I'll give another one. I'll say Athena and Eigenlayer will be the cause of the next bear market.
Interesting. I think a few people will be jumping to Google now and starting to type a few things in. Who is your dream collaboration or partnership? So this could be a personal company and it doesn't have to be crypto related.
Doesn't have to be crypto related. If it's crypto related, I'm going to say Uma Roy at Succinct or Ben Fish at Espresso. Would love to work with them in some capacity. And if it's non-crypto, just anyone in the world, I may stick with them. Honestly, they're good companies through and through.
Yep, good stuff. And which talent do you wish you had?
Which talent do I wish I had? Oh, so many. If we're going sort of supernatural, I'll say ability to breathe underwater would be really cool. If we're going for something that's maybe actually teachable, I would say the ability to be more of an extrovert, I think would be helpful.
Yep. I feel we have to train our skills with that at times. Some people just have it, and some people really do have to coach themselves. So I think that's a good answer. Which sports do you watch, if any, and do you have a favourite team? And this can include esports.
I hate to out myself as a nerd here, but the only sport I watch is chess. So I watch that as an esport. I go to the occasional football game, but I can't honestly call myself a huge fan.
I think that's fair. And yeah, some people really enjoyed chess. It's taken off recently. I can't remember what the Netflix documentary was, but it went
Queen's
viral.
Gambit.
That's the one. Yeah, I've seen it. It's really entertaining for a chess documentary. I definitely recommend it. Let's talk bucket list, Jose. What's your number one thing to tick off?
Full stop.
Yep, full stop. Before you die, what are you ticking off on your bucket list?
I want maybe more of a spiritual thing, but I would just love the comfort to be able to turn off my phone and just like take a vacation, go to like a beach, for example, and relax. The steps that I need to get there to do that is a lot of internal items I need to succeed. Like I need my parents secured, I need the company secured, I need a lot of things before then. So it's kind of a cheat answer, but I basically need to feel successful and comfortable enough to the point where I can feel like I have enough. So that's what I would say.
Nice. I would say set a target date and stick with it. If you can get away to the beach for a couple of weeks, definitely do it. So it'll be good for your wellness. And to finish things off, Jose, final thoughts or quote for the day?
Quote for the day. I got so many. One of my all-time favorites is if I had more time, I would have written a shorter letter. This is disputed where it comes from. Some people say Lincoln, some people say Twain, but the idea is it's counterintuitive, right? You know, you have more time, you write something shorter, and this goes to the idea that the first draft you have, the first iteration is always kind of longer, but more time actually results in a more concise product. The thought, I guess I'll leave you with is endeavor to make your written word, and I'm sure you know this as an influencer, to be as concise as possible in written word, but also in life at large.
I love that. Really in-depth response, and adds a lot of value and perspective to people thinking about things. So it's been a pleasure having you on today, Jose, on behalf of the PowerPod. And we wish you all the best with Virtual Labs, and the launch is officially live, you've said, so people should be going to check it out.
Yes, they should. I will. I'll get you a referral code that you can it's invite only so far, so that way your users will be able to check out the beta.
Fantastic. It's been a pleasure having you on, and we'll see everybody in the next episode. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ryan.
If you liked today's episode, please do drop a like and subscribe, and make sure that you share it with your wider community. We also have a fantastic range of sign-up offers to centralized exchanges where you can get fantastic offers and bonuses for signing up via the links that we provide in the description below. In addition to this, all of the revenue that we make from our affiliate links will be going directly back to the Decrypting community. So we are redistributing the way that wealth is shared and generated across the Web3 space. You will be doing some social good, and we'll be adding a lot of value to people that are looking to engage with safe, centralized exchanges that are offering those unique sign-up bonuses. We will see you in the next episode.